Like and subscribe to Dino World Shorts and videos. This is Nightmare Hours, Bob the Stepping Outdoor Camping and Commerce, and eventually, guys, so will I. My delivery from my trailer comes on Wednesday, and I will be up. Like and subscribe.
There's a better.
You see him? He's got glasses on that are shiny. He's got on a baseball cap. Turn on the light! Oh my God! Okay, what's going on?
It's acting like there's someone over there, but I don't see anything.
If there is someone over there, I wouldn't sneak around.
Mary is the creator behind the YouTube channel Maximalist Minibus, where she's built a following by documenting her outdoor life without a filter. Her vlogs move between the
I will be doing paranormal investigating as well. Yes, I will. Oh, yeah. All these guys with the wild camping stories, etc., etc., that I've put together in bits and bobs. It's amazing because I love wild camping and they've inspired me to go wild camping. And you know what? It is the best. No people, just loveliness, absolutely love it. And yes, it will be coming onto my YouTube channel very soon.
demands of work, the things she loves doing outside, and a genuine appreciation for the slower rhythm of campground living. On the evening of September 10th, 2025, what started as a small act of personal productivity, finally getting around to setting up a trail camera she'd been putting off, ended with her discovering something deeply unsettling. By her own admission, Mary is a procrastinator. The solar-powered trail camera had been sitting unused for over a year, always waiting on the right SD card, the right moment, the right push to actually do it.
I've had this camera for at least a year, maybe more, probably maybe even 2 years. It's a trail cam with a little solar panel on the top, and it has its own power and everything. And I searched for it because I wanted one that had its own power so I could put it anywhere. Didn't have to worry about whether I have power there. And it has the solar panel, and then it also has inside this little door, it has battery backup. You're supposed to put batteries in it, which I haven't done yet. Surprise, surprise. But anyway, the batteries are like C batteries oh no, actually, you know what? It's 4 AA's. So I got to get AA batteries, but it works without it. So I should still be able to set it up. But the reason I haven't set it up is because it takes an SD card, and I have SD cards, but they're, I don't have any this small. It only takes it can only be a maximum 32 megabyte SD card. So I've had it on my list on and off forever to buy a card for this thing. And finally, I was at Walmart and I remembered. So I got an SD card. So now tonight I can set this up. I'm going to put the camera on this little footstool that I always put in front of my tent when I close it up for the night. It's basically just shooting right next to the bus. Probably not the most exciting place to put the camera. Probably should put it over by the creek. But for the first night, I don't even know if it's set up right. So I'm just going to leave it here.
A trip to Walmart finally gave her everything she needed to get it running. She set the camera on a footstool near the tent, pointed toward the bus and the surrounding area, expecting to pull up footage of raccoons poking around or a deer passing through in the night. The next morning, something felt off. The tent was unzipped in a way she hadn't left it, opened from the top down, as though someone had worked their way in deliberately. She nearly let it go. Then she remembered the camera. What she found on the footage wasn't a squirrel or a wandering camper. It was something else entirely.
In the first part, it shot at like 8:30, and it just got like some campers walking to the restroom, but then nothing until 2:30. And then at 2:30, you should see these headlights. So it looks like the car's coming from around, like maybe either somebody drove in and they're turning around right now, or I don't know. I don't think it's a camper, but So the headlights come this way, and then it's a pickup truck that goes by. I don't recognize it. It could belong to a camper, could belong to somebody in the cabins up the road, but I know most of those cars. It's not a vehicle I recognize. Let's start with that. But right after it goes by, keep your eye on this over here. Okay, there. There he is. You see him? He's got glasses on that are shining. He's got on a baseball cap. Looks like he might have a goatee. And here he comes. He walks across. See, he's got a trash bag, it looks like. And I thought at first he had a backpack on, but you'll see in a minute it's not a backpack. So he walks by. And then it missed the first part of him, but then he comes back with a flashlight. And he's coming around, like I have a table over here with a bunch of stuff on it. He's coming around probably checking out what's on that table. I think he's, okay, now look, here he comes. Now he's shining the flashlight in through the mesh of the tent, trying to see what's inside the tent. And you can see like his pants are all kind of frayed and everything, but he leaves again. He walks by and he's going like probably over to the golf cart to see what's in the golf cart, because the golf cart's parked in front of the bus. And then he goes around. I think he must probably go around the bus and come back again, because give it a second. He's going to come back. There he goes, coming back around for another chance. And this time he's not going to just look inside the tent. This time, yeah. Give him a second. There he goes. He's coming right to the tent. And look at this. He moves the camera. I mean, he moves the camera. I guess he doesn't know it's a camera, but he moves the steps with the camera so that he can unzip the tent and get inside. And then he's inside the tent for all. You can hear him plunking around, moving things, stuff like that, moving stuff around. And then the movement stops, so the camera kind of stops recording.
At 2:30 in the morning, an unfamiliar pickup truck rolled past. Seconds later, a figure stepped out of the dark. A man wearing a baseball cap and glasses, with what appeared to be a trash bag draped over his shoulders. He moved carefully, shining a flashlight into the tent, going through her belongings, and at one point, repositioning the camera itself to get a clearer look around. He was inside the tent for several minutes, unhurried, methodical.
But you can hear him still, but you can't see him. There he goes. Now he comes out. He's got that jug of water, which I think he had going in, but he's got a trash bag, and he's wearing a trash bag. It's not a backpack. But it was pouring rain last night, so I can understand why he'd have something to protect him from the rain. But that's it. That's the whole thing. So I've been looking around trying to figure out what he took, but I can't really find anything. I mean, the most obvious thing would have been this tablet. I mean, I don't leave my laptop in here, so tablet would have been the next best thing. He didn't take it. Then again, it's kind of old school. Maybe he's an electronic snob. I don't know. My printer's here. This is a good printer. He didn't take that. Umbrella lights, solar umbrella lights. Those would probably be good if you were camping or something. Maybe, I don't know. He didn't take them. Ryobi charger would only be good if you had Ryobi tools. Elvis glasses. Yeah, all this stuff is still here. Oh, my hummingbird feeder is still here. He didn't take that. And this is, remember I told you I had a cute squirrel feeder? This is it. It's not assembled yet. Surprise. But I do have a toolbox in here, and it's got a lot of small tools, you know, things that he could have taken either to use or to sell. Things with some value, and he didn't take those either, so I don't know. It doesn't really look like he took anything. So I don't really even know why he was here.
Don't buy another charger before you've seen this one. I bet you hate charging your phone while watching shows or streaming, right? That annoying space where the cable...
Why he was here.
When he finally walked away, he took almost nothing. Hand sanitizer, rubbing alcohol, and toilet paper. Basic items. Nothing of any real value. It started to paint a picture. This wasn't a break-in driven by greed. This was most likely someone living out in the woods, getting by on whatever they could find. She was left sitting with two feelings at once, unsettled by the violation of her space, but also, unexpectedly, a quiet empathy. Why hadn't he just knocked and asked? And if he had, would anyone have actually helped him? No real harm came of it. But the uncomfortable truth that lingered was hard to shake. Even out in the stillness of nature, you are never truly by yourself. This is a reminder that while the outdoors can feel like a retreat, it also brings you face to face with things you didn't see coming, some of them harmless, some of them harder to forget. And sometimes it's the most ordinary thing. A procrastinator's trail camera, finally set up after a year, that shows you something you never expected to find. Ava is the creator behind the YouTube channel, Ava Zubek. She is an adventurer, survivalist, and self-described feral woman known for living in a tent and pushing herself through extreme camping and exploration challenges. On November 13th, 2024, she uploaded a video describing a deeply unsettling encounter with a stranger. Ava often lives and films alone in the wilderness, but during one solo camping night in a remote woodland, something happened that shattered the sense of control she normally relies on.
A man that I don't know appeared on my property, and he turned to me and he said, "Oh, finally I found you. I've been looking for you." This is a man that I don't know, that I didn't invite here, that I didn't want here, who came here all on his own to my private property in the mountains where there is no obvious path that leads here. He made his way up the hills and through the fricking forest to find me, uninvited. To find a woman who's camping on her own, on her private property. To find her and do what exactly? I was shocked. I was shocked and immediately felt so vulnerable and so scared. I immediately told him that this is my private property and that I'm not looking for guests. I took my axe and I went inside my tent with Vjok. This is not the first time that something like this has happened.
A man she did not recognize suddenly appeared on her private land. Without hesitation, he told her that he had finally found her and had been looking for her. The moment stopped her cold. A surge of fear set in as she realized she had never seen this man before. Yet he clearly knew who she was and had come there intentionally. That realization alone was deeply unsettling. She immediately told him to leave, her instincts warning her that something was wrong. The man lingered for a moment, slowly moving around the area before eventually heading toward the exit. Even after he was no longer visible, Ava could not shake the fear, unsure whether he had truly left or was still somewhere nearby, watching and waiting.
It's a really terrifying experience when men that you don't know seek you out and you don't know what their intentions are.
I drive over to your friends, just park for the night or somewhere else. Go back in the morning to clean up stuff.
Yeah, that's probably wise.
It's especially earlier than later. It's not fun. It's fucking convenient as fuck. But like if we're just trying to play risk management with a situation where you have a bunch of unknowns, you don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
He says he's visiting. It could be another weirdo that's coming to look for stuff. So like we just don't know.
Yeah.
Comes up with beers.
Yeah.
So he starts drinking and thinks, I'll go back.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really know what to do, but my friend's telling me to go down to the car and spend the night in the car. Vjok is looking pretty alert. Normally he's already sleeping at this point. And I kind of don't want to leave the tent here, but I also don't think I'd be able to fall asleep here tonight, honestly. Because I don't know. People drink, people get stupid ideas in their heads. It's so dark, I don't want to go through the forest in the dark. But I don't feel safe here right now. My gut's telling me to go. So, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take some luggage. I'm gonna go to sleep in the car. But the craziest thing about all this is that I know for a fact that there are wolves in these forests right now, as we speak. Because I've seen them on my trail cams, because people in the village have lost dogs and sheep just now, this season. And yet I feel like it's safer for me to go down the forest to my car, just to reach my car, than to stay here and face the risk of a strange man.
She no longer felt. Mary is the creator behind the YouTube channel.
So that he can.
Did you know if you live in the UK and are over the age of 55, you could be entitled to £10,000 in
Camera. So that he can.
And asked, and if he had.
People in the village have lost dogs and sheep. Just no. And yet I feel like it's safer for me to go down the forest to my car, just to reach my car, than to stay here and face the risk of...
You know what? I most probably would have stayed there, and if he had come any closer, I would have stabbed him. How's that? That's exactly what I would have done. I wouldn't have gone for nothing. No one will ever scare me like that, because I will just knife. Just to take your knife for protection, and that's all you need. They come to your tent, boom.
A strange man.
She no longer felt safe. Every instinct told her to leave, warning that staying through the night could lead to something far worse. The man had been holding a beer bottle, and the thought of him drinking, becoming more unpredictable, and possibly returning made her deeply uneasy. What had once felt like a familiar and secure campsite now felt exposed and compromised. The place no longer felt safe. Knowing that hesitation could be dangerous, she packed up and decided to leave immediately. She walked out of the forest in the dark, despite the known presence of wolves in the area, because that danger felt more predictable than the unknown intentions of a stranger. Sometimes survival means trusting your instincts without hesitation. In isolated places, the greatest threat is not always the wilderness or what hides in the dark, but the people who should not be there at all. What do you think his real intentions were? This encounter comes from the channel Life After Kids Journey Unknown, where Lori and Ruben, a couple in their 50s, document their van life travels across different parts of the United States. On October 23, 2022, they shared one of the most unsettling things they had experienced on the road, something that happened during their very first stretch of living full-time in the RV. What was supposed to be the beginning of an exciting new chapter turned frightening fast when in the middle of the night, they were snapped awake by sounds outside the van that had no clear explanation.
What the heck is that? Babe, wake up, wake up.
What's going on? What happened?
Don't you hear that screaming?
Wait, who's screaming?
I don't know.
What the hell is that?
I don't know what is going on. Turn on the light, oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Dude, it's like right there.
Do you see anybody?
No, I don't see anybody.
What the hell is that person screaming?
I don't know. It sounds like a kid.
The kid just keeps screaming. What the hell?
Okay, the kid has been screaming for like about 10 minutes now.
Straight.
Screaming. I don't know if you can hear them, but it's screaming. We think that it's coming from 2 RVs down that way.
Over there, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
That sounds like outside your door. I don't hear it anymore. No,
it's not screaming.
It just...
What the hell?
I don't know, maybe he had a nightmare or something, but, I mean, the kid was screaming bloody murder.
Like crazy.
Like, woke me up, scared the crap out of me. It's like, what time is it? Like, freaking 5 o'clock in the morning?
It's like 4:30.
Oh my gosh.
So tired, but holy crap, that kid was screaming. That kid was screaming bloody murder this morning, and I really want to find out what the hell is going on.
Yeah, because it was just like screaming for like 15 minutes and then silence.
Yeah.
At around 4:30 in the morning, Lori and Ruben were jolted out of sleep by what sounded like a child screaming just outside the RV. The screams were sharp, desperate, and not the kind of sound you could talk yourself into ignoring. What made it harder to process was that the screaming didn't let up. It continued without stopping for nearly 10 straight minutes, cutting through the dark as though someone was in serious pain. Then it stopped, suddenly, completely. and the silence that followed felt just as wrong as the noise had. Lori looked outside carefully and saw no one, despite the sound seeming to come from just beyond the vehicle. The couple explained afterward that they were parked somewhere secluded and isolated. No nearby homes, no movement of any kind, just a lot of unanswered questions. They never found out who or what was behind the screaming that night. When the video went up, viewers landed on opposite sides of it. Some felt the cries sounded repetitive and deliberate, possibly an attempt to draw them outside, and praised Lori and Ruben for staying put with the doors locked. Others felt the screams sounded genuine and argued that if a child was actually in danger, the incident should have been reported to authorities at the time. The debate ran deep, but Lori and Ruben never followed up with any additional information, and the incident was never explained. Whether someone was truly in distress that night, or whether something more deliberate.
No kid could scream that long, not for 10 minutes straight without no breath.
Deliberate was happening just outside that RV, no one knows. The mystery stayed behind in the dark, where it started, unresolved, unexplained, and not easy to forget. The next video comes from Wandering Wild Things, a UK-based outdoor adventure channel where the host documents real wilderness trips, rivers, forests, remote camping spots, always with her dogs in tow. The content covers camp setups, practical outdoor life, and the unpredictable moments that tend to show up when you're out there alone. It is February 25th, 2026, somewhere along a riverside woodland area in the United Kingdom. She drives carefully along a muddy track running beside the water before stopping to look over the campsite with the dogs. The ground is wet and uneven, and broken glass is spread across the area. She starts picking it up before one of the dogs finds it first.
If you live in England and you're between 50 and 80, there's a chance you could get a...
She starts picking it up before one of the dogs finds it first.
Okay, what's going on? She's acting like there's someone over there, but I don't see anything. Shh, and Willow is not the barker. Willow doesn't do this. So if Willow's doing this, something's freaking her out. Hey, Willow, it's okay. Olive's not freaked out though.
While moving through the site, Willow suddenly locks onto something and starts growling and barking toward the trees. The reaction is sharp and out of nowhere, not the kind of sound you dismiss. The host stops immediately and follows the dog's gaze, trying to figure out what has caught her attention.
Hold on, you guys. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. You might, if there is someone over there, I wouldn't sneak around. Hey, Willow. Olive, do you see anything? Do you see anything? Who's there? Willow Dean, it's okay, baby. Willow, come here. Willow, what do you see? Come here. Hey. Come here.
She moves slowly around the campsite, calling the dogs back and scanning the tree line as she goes. She checks behind trees and along the path, listening for anything that might give it away. Nothing shows itself, but the uncertainty hangs over the whole thing. Willow doesn't react like that for no reason. Whatever was out there may simply no longer be in view.
I don't know what's going on, but my heart's racing a little bit. All right. What is it, Will? I don't like this. I don't like it. Is it maybe the horse person that we saw earlier? Willow, come here. Willow, come here. It's okay. It is a road. Come here. Come here, Bibs. Are you okay? What is it? Her hair's not up anymore. Well, it is a little bit. She's acting like someone's around.
Then Willow starts up again, this time pointing in the opposite direction. The host follows the noise and finds the source, a small armadillo picking its way through the brush. The tension breaks after the unease of the earlier alert. It's a straightforward explanation. Animals moving through the area, nothing more. With the interruptions behind her, she finishes setting up camp and gets food going as the temperature continues to fall. The cold makes for an uncomfortable night, and she eventually brings the dogs into the truck to get warm. A faulty heater and awkward bedding make proper sleep hard to come by, but they get through the night without incident. Reflecting on it afterward, she puts it plainly. Camping alone in remote places means sitting with uncertainty. Sometimes what's out there is a real threat. Sometimes it's just wildlife passing through. But when you're the only person around, every sound carries more weight than it probably should. For our next case, we're looking at Austin Armstrong, a YouTube creator who built his channel around putting himself in unfamiliar places and uncomfortable situations. His videos follow him stepping deliberately outside what feels safe, exploring new environments, and taking on experiences most people would rather watch than attempt. But on one particular camping trip, he ran into something he hadn't prepared for, a fear he never saw coming.
And today, I just decided to go camping. Now, as you can kind of sort of maybe see, it's kind of raining, but that's okay. I just went out in the middle of nowhere at this campground at Patoka Lake in Indiana. I'm the only one out here. Obviously, it's kind of cold and it's projected to get colder and it's raining. But I like a challenge whenever I camp, and I've camped in much worse weather conditions than this. So I figured, yeah, why not? So here's my little site right there. So I'm gonna make the most of what I have here and see what I can do with it.
Decided to take a solo camping trip out to Poca Lake, Indiana. The weather was cold and wet going in, but he wasn't deterred. If anything, the rough conditions were part of the point.
Even with the rain, here's my tent. I need to figure out how to set a fire in the wetness of what I have here. I moved this table. I'm probably gonna move it over there closer to the tent. So the tent over here is under let me just move. Under some trees. That'll protect it for the rain and stuff. I'm thinking maybe I can move the fire pit over here.
My two-man pop-up tent and my other pop-up tent, my four-man, they are sowaterproof.com and fireproof. Oh yeah. Like and subscribe to Diana Ward's channel because I am going wild camping because this is getting me in such a mood because I can't go just yet. I am like, I've got everything that I need. I've got a blow-up bed and I've got a blow-up mat. I've got everything, you know what I'm saying? Just everything my brother-in-law's telling me is already sold me is anyway, yeah, generator. And that itself is brilliant because now I can get an halogen meter, plug it in, boom, etc. It's excellent, can't wait, gonna love it.
Well, that's underneath some of these trees. Maybe that'll make it.
So the people that haven't subscribed to my channel, that are watching my videos, please, please, please subscribe, and to these guys as well. Subscribe to these channels because these guys inspired me to go wild camping, especially Grizzly Gas. And Grizzly Gas, here's a shout out to you, mate. One day, if you don't mind, I am now a YouTuber like you, mate. Yeah, Grizzly Gas, I'm asking you if you'd come camping with me, mate. Yeah, that'd be so cool. Subscribe to my channel, Grizzly Gas, and we can talk, right? You can find me on Messenger, it's Diana Ward. I'm on Messenger. So go for it, Grizzly Gas, but I want to go camping with you, dude.
A little bit easier. But as you can see, like, there's nobody here, which is good. That's what I was looking for, just kind of getting away from everything. Well, I guess I can do a demonstration of how to start a fire when everything is wet, because I'm having some problems here. And
When he arrived, the campground was completely empty. At first, that felt like a good thing. Quiet, peaceful, all to himself. He pitched his tent under a tree to get some cover from the rain, and then spent well over an hour fighting to get a fire going.
I think I did it. So I took some branches and stuff. And so if you don't know, here's a little like tip, okay? So whenever you're camping and you're trying to make a fire, make a teepee. You see how it's like in a triangle shape? See how that? I mean, there's a reason in all the kids' TV shows that like it's a teepee, you know, like the campfire is shaped like, you know, like a pyramid or something. That's how you want to do it.
He got there eventually, a small but steady fire.
This is a sign to ditch the instant coffee. This is way better. You see, coffee should be one of the healthiest things.
I want to do it.
He got there eventually, a small but steady fire. As the darkness came in fully, he realized the fire wouldn't last the night without more wood, and that meant heading back out to find some.
It's been about 2 hours now since it stopped raining. I still need to find more wood, so I have my headlamp. I just need to find some bits and pieces just to keep it going. We're going pretty strong, but it's getting pretty thin, if you can tell, like down in the bottom of it. You can't really see anything out here, so yeah, I have this flashlight. It's got a good beam on it. So I found a stack of firewood out this way. Okay, you can kind of see that light right there. So that's an outhouse. So if I follow this light, where my light's going here, there's a former campfire that was over here, and somebody left a decent stack of firewood.
He grabbed a flashlight and walked out into the pitch black. At a nearby empty campsite, he found a stack of wood someone had left behind. He was about to grab it when a loud boom tore through the silence and rolled through the trees.
So it was mostly wet. What the? I don't know if you guys just heard that, but like something literally just went boom over there. Holy crap.
The fear hit him instantly. He swept the darkness with his flashlight and
something literally just. So it was mostly wet. What the? I don't know if you guys just heard that, but like something literally just went boom over there. Holy.
The fear hit him instantly. He swept the darkness with his flashlight in every direction. Nothing there.
I'm trying to find a rational explanation too. Like, maybe it was the wood. But it doesn't look any different than when I left. And I don't think that this would make that kind of sound. What was that? I hope that showed up like on the, camera. Let's see. Okay, this is better. Come on, surely there's not something out here right now. I would be upset. I would be so upset if there's something out here right now. But that was a very large boom and snap. It sounded like there was something like climbing through something. So it could have been an animal. But I'm praying to God that it was something collapsing in the fire. But it was very, very loud.
He tried to work through it, told himself it was probably a log shifting and collapsing in the fire, but he knew that didn't hold up. Whatever that sound was, it was too loud and too sharp for something that simple.
So, update. I found out what that crash was earlier. What it was, so I put the sign had fallen down in the middle of the road that said like, safe area, no dogs, no weapons. And so I set it up against one of the tables, like one of the camping tables. So I set it up against that because it was in the middle of the road. And I look over whenever I went out to go to the bathroom or something, and it was laying on the ground. So I was like, wait a minute, that makes sense. It was just a sign the entire time.
For a while, he managed to settle on an explanation. A large sign he had propped up earlier had toppled over. That answer brought some relief, but it didn't last. As the rain picked back up, and the night stretched on, the unease came creeping back in, regardless.
Alright, so here's the update. It's almost 1 a.m. and I bagged out of the tent because it's pouring and I got paranoid as hell. I'm not gonna lie. It's freaky out here by yourself. I'm not gonna lie, it's true. But that's okay. I'm warming up this the vehicle here, kind of charging my phone just in case I need to like contact anything. I just figured I would be safer and warmer and better off in this van than in a tent. I don't know, it seems like common sense to me. But I'm still out here, still going strong. I'm trying my hardest to keep going.
By 1 a.m., he was done. His own words, paranoid as hell. He left the tent where it was, walked to his van, and locked himself inside. He made it through the rest of the night without incident, but the question that came out of it hasn't gone away. Was that boom really just a sign falling over? Or was that simply the explanation his mind latched onto because it needed one? Whatever actually made that sound out there in the dark, the fact that he never got a real answer
is the part that stays
with you. When you are genuinely alone out there, you are also genuinely exposed. And sometimes the most unsettling thing isn't what you find. It's something you can't
You can't just go out with a mindset like that, because if you do, then you'd be scared all the time. And I find it fascinating and it's exhilarating, and I love wild camping, and that is what it's about. It's not about scaring yourself over a silly little thing that's so, logical.
explain. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the other stories on screen for more disturbing encounters caught on camera. Stay safe out there, and remember, the next time you step off the trail, you might not be as alone as you think.
Wow, that speaker looks brilliant. Cheers, I just got it on Temu. Guess how much it was? About 100 quid? No.
Hopefully I'll be able to get it.
This is private property, right?
No, I didn't.
Keep the camera out on me. Last person you want on this property, they didn't make that.
Always subscribe to the channels that and like the videos, because it helps their channel and my channel. So please subscribe to their channels too and mine, and we'll all be grateful, because it really does help our channels.
Hey Rovers! Today we are going on a very cosy little wild camp. I've got the tent is back out. I'm very excited to use it again. I haven't been in my tent in quite a while. I've been using my tarp for a while, but hold up. I just found this lake. Okay, it's gorgeous. Do I have my swimming stuff? Yes. Am I gonna go for a dip? Obviously, why wouldn't I? Wait. I bought sunglasses. Let's get in, shall we? Got my new fancy sit mat with me. Okay, I'm gonna go in. I'm really hoping it's not cold because I'm not very good.
Mine is even comfier than that, sweetheart. And it's got a pillow on it. And then you can subscribe to Diana Ward's channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's do this. Let me get to 100 on all the subscribers.
Well, let's dip. That's very cold. That's cold. It's flipping freezing, that is, but it's kind of nice at the same time. That's very cold. That's cold. It's flipping freezing, that is, but it's kind of nice at the same time. I've had my little dip, but I do need to get a move on because, well, it's kind of late. It's around 7 p.m. right now, and I'm chilly as well. So I need to get dressed. I need to go for a wander. I need to find a spot first of all to actually camp. I was going to try and camp around the lake, but there are no flat spots that aren't boggy. There's a lot of boggy bits, and the mozzies are a bit of a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed. I'm gonna go on a wander and we're gonna find a spot. Oh, it's cold, let's go.
Are you ready to die?
Critics are calling They Will Kill You fun as hell. And one of the craziest films in a very
Oops. I've got my lovely warm Craghoppers jumper on. I have 2 fleeces that I own. This one and my Patagonia fleece, and I love them both. I don't own a lot of stuff because I do live in my car, so my box of clothes is probably about that big by that big. I have not a lot of possessions. I think the most amount of stuff I own is camping gear and that takes up a lot of room in my car.
That's a lot like me, sweetheart. That's exactly like me. You know, sometimes the best things come in small packages.
But I don't really believe in possession. I own is camping gear and that takes up a lot of room in my car. But I don't really believe in possessions. I don't know. I have functional items. I don't have anything that doesn't have a value to me. If something's not functional, I don't want it. As soon as I start moving, I'm gonna warm up, but as of right now, I'm a little bit chilly. But I'll get my shelter set up, get my tent set up. I'm very excited to have a little cozy night, and then we can have some food. My favourite part of the day, as you all know. Let's go. I think I've found a spot. I think I'm gonna go ahead and set up right here. It's lovely and flat. Got a very nice cushioning of moss as well. There are a few twigs around that I'm gonna have to clear up, otherwise I will pop my mat. First step, why am I lunging? I'm like, oh, I'm ready for action. Right, first step is I'm gonna set up a little drying line over there. I'll show you in a second. Just so that I can hang up my towel and my swimming costume so that they can dry. It's not due to rain overnight, so should be dry in the morning. You're a stable branch. Stable branch. almost fell over. Lovely. Well, that is my tent fully set up. I'm going to go ahead and set my sleeping system up so I've got somewhere warm to go because my hands are still a little bit cold. And then I've decided there's a lot of branches around me, so I'm going to make myself a little chair and then we can cook some dinner. That's my plan. Let's go.
I don't need to make a chair. I've got my lovely chair that's comfy. Oh yeah, can't wait to go camping.
Welcome to my house. This is very comfy actually. I could literally sleep on the floor with no mat because it's so spongy. I should have probably flipped it before, but there we go. Ow! I bonked myself in the head. The quilt is back. This is the Neve Gear Waratah quilt. I think... Ow! I bonked myself in the head. The quilt is back. This is... Probably flipped it before, but there we go. Ow! I bonked myself in the head. The quilt is back. This is the Neve Gear Waratah quilt. I think it's comfort minus 12 degrees Celsius, I'm gonna say. I'm not entirely sure, and it probably doesn't tell me on the label, and I'd have to go on my phone to search it. And I'm in the woods, so I don't exactly want to be on my phone right now. So I'll put it here. I forgot how good this is because I can just...
You know that being a soldier is exciting, but what you want to know is, what's in it for me?
So I've got Stitch Mask, Trekmate's Pillow, Thermarest, NeoAir, Xtherm, NXT, longest name in history again.
Well, mine's got a cushion on it and it's very good, mate.
And the Waratah quilt, which honestly, it's amazing. I'm very excited to... So I've got Stitch Mask, Trekmate's Pillow, Thermarest, NeoAir, Xtherm, NXT, longest name in history again, and the Waratah quilt, which honestly, it's amazing. I'm very excited to use it again. I haven't used it in quite a while, but it's not been warm enough really, but it is warm right now, so I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna go outside and build a chair for myself. Let's do it. Right, I need around 6 pieces of wood, like big pieces of wood for this chair. This one's dead and fallen and is looking quite sturdy, so I'm going to take this one first.
My sauce even better because it goes in, it's like really good. Like and subscribe because you will get to see it when I go wild camping, guys. With my generator, etc.
I'm going to take this one first. They're good pieces of wood. I think that might do my entire thing. Not in my way anymore. I have my 6 logs here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 2 triangles, one with 2 bases on it, so that I can slot them together and that'll create a chair. Don't know if that made sense, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. Right, I've just realised that I am 1 string short, and I was like, I thought I had enough. I've used it for my washing line. I'm gonna have to take my washing down. I can hear and smell a group of men. I can smell their cigarettes and I can hear them as well. So I'm just gonna leave my camera on record for like the foreseeable future until they leave. I would be quite concerned if they came any closer. So I'm just going to leave my camera on in case, because if they come up, my camera's on, I'll be on the phone with my mum or something. I'll call my mum and just, fingers crossed they don't come, but I don't really, well, I'm out here alone and building a chair. They might be harmless, but it's better safe than sorry. So if you ever are in a situation like this, put your camera on record and call someone. It's the best thing you can do. Oh, and maybe have a knife on hand. No, I'm joking about that last bit. Or am I? Guess still not gone. This is it so far. I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want them to know I'm here. I am quite camouflaged. But I've seen them, so if I can see them, they can most likely see me. Oh, I'm scared. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Anyone solo, if there's a group of people near you, you have every right to be concerned, because they are quite scary. I don't know if you can hear that, but the scary men are now playing music and smoking cigarettes. Okay, if you're playing music on a speaker, loud, in a forest, which is very peaceful, and chain smoking cigarettes, you're not good vibes. If you can hear that, I'm sorry, because it's also ruining my time. I have no idea what genre that is. I thought I'd got rid of chavs when I left England, but apparently not. It's a bit far back. Jeepers. I've made like a sun lounger. Oh, why is that actually really nice? I think we need a bit more back support. Let's give that another go. I've put a back support beam in So hopefully that works. Okay, now I'm rocking forward. No, but if I sit backwards. Ooh. I've made a chair. I've made a chair. This is annoying. I have like a branch here and it's sticking right into me. It needs to go. It must go. This is my final design. I've put 2 support poles in. I've sawn, what's the word for that? Sword. I go with sword. This is brilliant. I made myself a chair. Really?
A story with opinions had intercepted her. Explore your story.
The epic new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra on O2. Get yours and save up to £630.
I really thoroughly enjoy that. Now that I've got my chair finished, I do believe it's time for some dinner. An update on the men. They are staying over there, probably about 50 metres away from me. They came over to say hello. They said they saw a light, which is this light. And they said hello, invited me for beers and for dinner. I said no thank you. Yeah, hopefully all is good. I'm sure everything will be fine. First of all, I don't drink, so like I just said, you know, sorry I don't drink, but you know, and I've had dinner already, which I haven't. I'm just making my dinner now. I don't really encounter people often. It's not a common occurrence. They're also still playing music, which is kind of annoying. Ooh. Well, never mind. Let's get some dinner on, shall we? I'm absolutely starving. I'm so impressed with myself for building this. It's my little chair. I'm just chilling. Just chilling out. It's brilliant. My back's not sore. I'm not sat on the floor. It took me ages because I didn't know what I was doing. I just went with it. Because I'm reading a bushcraft book at the moment and I'm learning a lot of stuff. But putting the stuff from paper into practice is actually quite difficult. Anyway, the grand reveal. Tonight, I'm on mushroom soup. Oh, I've forgotten the main event. Okay, first of all, I have croutons to go with my soup. Second of all, I've forgotten my cutlery. I always forget something important. Oh well, I'll just have to shake it into... there's a lot of twigs around. Once again, bit of dirt never hurt anybody, did it? This'll do. Okie dokie, mushroom soup is ready. Turn the gas off. Oh, it smells good.
Right guys, for a start, she's saying about these dudes asking her for, like, to have a beer with them, but yet she should be moving the camp. She shouldn't be exactly staying where she is, so hopefully she'll be fine, and let's hope and pray she is.
It's most definitely going to burn me. Crouton.
Because she seems like a nice lass, and I want nothing bad to happen to the poor girl.
First, croutons time. It's off. Oh, it smells good. It's most definitely going to burn me. Croutons first. Croutons time. Oh, croutons with soup. Oh, there's nothing better than sitting with your hands around a warm drink or meal. It's just so nice. But I'm gonna just finish this up quickly. It's quite hot right now, so I'm gonna eat some croutons, let this cool down, have it, and then I'm gonna get in the tent. I'll see you in there. You know what I've gone and done? I brought my rab slippers. Oh, lovely. I'm gonna sleep in my fleece because it's not cold enough for thermals, but a fleece will do. Got my duvet. It's just like a duvet, isn't it? Because it's a quilt. I really like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna lie down. It's gonna be the best feeling ever. Right, well, I'm in my bed now. Oh, I'm quite impressed with my chair, actually. It's very comfortable. It wasn't difficult to make, and I know how to make it the next time now, so it'll be a lot easier. But I think I'm going to head to bed. Definitely going to need some earplugs, because there are some idiots in the forest right now playing trance music at almost 10 o'clock.
I've seen something that I don't like. You know you shouldn't keep tomatoes in the fridge.
It's criminal. Where would you?
Well, it is currently around midnight right now. I've just packed up my bag and my tent because I don't know if you can hear that, but the music is really loud. I don't feel safe here, so I'm gonna head back to the car now.
Do you know what? I said that you should have packed up. I know I'm back. Like and subscribe, guys.
I'll see you there. It's really loud. I don't feel safe here, so I'm gonna head back to the car now. I'll see you there. Well, I am back at the car. It is around 12:30, pushing on 1 a.m. right now. I'm really disappointed that I had to leave, but safety-wise, I'm very glad that I made the decision to leave. I do try and post 3 times a week, and things do go wrong sometimes. And I am going to show you because it is the reality of being a solo traveller or just being a solo camper and things like that. Things do go wrong, and there's no support system out there. So it is okay to
And that's why I always use protection.
leave if you don't feel safe. If the energy isn't right, just leave. It's not hard, just pack up and go. I walked straight past them. I did not acknowledge them. I was like head down and off I went. I didn't want anything to do with it, so I just left. Hopefully the next adventure is a bit more successful, but I will try and keep up to posting 3 videos a week for you guys. If you do want to leave any support, I'll link my Patreon What's Mubbies up here.
TikTok user Haunted Detective shared a photo taken by a friend who was walking several dogs along a hiking trail. At first glance, everything seemed normal, just a quiet trail high on the mountain. When the uploader zoomed in on the background, something unsettling appeared. A pale-faced figure with dark hair peeked out from behind a wall. She seemed to be wearing
a dull, worn-out dress.
It looked centuries old, completely out of place.
In the modern day, the only people there at the time were the person in the photo.
More like
and the
in a
person
woman's
taking it.
dress. Yeah.
And the viewers immediately speculated whether it could be a ghost, perhaps someone who had died in that very area long ago. The location of the photo remains undisclosed, leaving the identity of the mysterious woman unknown.
Very strange. She looks creepy.
A Reddit user was camping near the area surrounding his campsite. While walking along a nearby path, he came across an old gate. As he got closer, he noticed several small dolls hanging from it, with ropes around their necks. The strange display immediately gave him a bad feeling. He began wondering if it was meant to be some kind of art project, a prank to scare